Oh god, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's finally here, the first anniversary OP05. I'm actually super excited to be able to get this box. For anyone who does not know, this is releasing on, what is it, October, December. This is the newest set of One Piece trading card game releasing on December 8th. At the time of this recording, it is a day early, so hopefully this comes out either the same day or the day of the release. But the biggest reason that I'm excited about this, I was actually maybe thinking about skipping out on this event because the prices are so high for a booster box. If you always want to be money efficient, definitely buy singles, but this is a super exciting set for all One Piece fans. So without further ado, let's open this up. We'll talk about it as we continue on with the opening. All right, so here we go. We're going to be using the Daddy Shanks mat and also the official One Piece sleeves for anyone who's curious. And I'm going to use this sword as a letter opener, and I'm going to open it so fast, you're not even going to know what hit you. Ready? Ooh. Easy. All right, so OP05, the first anniversary set for the One Piece trading card game. I've just got one box for this. I'm so excited to get this going. I've been looking forward to this set for so long, just as so many other people. And so as usual, I'm just going to shuffle up the packs here. I don't know why. I've heard that box mapping in cases is a thing in OP05, but I don't have a case. I just have this one booster box here. Maybe we'll open up another booster box on the channel. I don't know. It depends on the availability and the price that I see them at on release day, but I'm excited that I get the chance to open up at least one, because honestly, like, the design of OP05 is absolutely astounding. They did a killer job with these boxes and pack designs. Here we go, first pack. Now, as always, I have to try to save the at least one pack in the opening, so I'm gonna be opening this very gently. Oh no, I gotta rip up top. Okay, this pack is washed, but at least it doesn't spoil anything in the back. So let's go in the first pack magic. We got Robbie, Stainless, Dragon Claw. We're obviously looking for a lot of like alternate art type cards in here, specifically the Sabo, which is the one that I want. Alternate art leader Sabo. This is probably going to be one of my most played decks in OP05, not because it's the best deck or anything like that. I just love this leader effect, giving a character a 5,000 power or more, minus 1,000 to save them if Dawn times 1. Very, very good card. But we got the 200 million volts Amaru, which is a very, very good card to get, not only for OP05, but also OP06. And our end of the, oh, it looks like the first pack actually has the new Dawn. So in OP05, you are guaranteed 2 of these alternate Dawns, which is perfect because I'm trying to get 2 of each alternate Dawn that has ever been printed. So very, very nice. Starting off strong, I guess. Even though it's, you know, guaranteed, I can't complain about it. I got my Sabo leader to put in my Sabo deck, and then I've got the alternate Dawn. I'm a huge fan of the Revolutionary Army decks that are coming in this set. So very, very excited to see what the people are going to be building out of it. I expect obviously a lot of Sakazuki, but let me know down in the comments what you are looking to either pull or build from these One Piece packs. Very excited about the new meta that's incoming. A lot of stuff is going to be introduced. We've got our second Robbie, which I don't even think is really used. Mary Goyce, I've seen this and I've heard some interesting stuff with the translation on this that's come. Franosuke, which I've seen played. Inazuma, Cobra, and Alabasta, and it's Mancherry rare. We'll take that. We'll take that. At the time of this recording, it's like a $10 card. So pretty much like 1/10 of the way paid off this box at this point. But behind the Mancherry, oh man! All right, so this is not the signed Oda Monkey Day Luffy, but this is a absolutely gorgeous card. Definitely one for the collection. One of the new arts of the starter deck Rush Luffy, the super rare. Oh man, absolutely gorgeous right there. Definitely one that, even though it's not in like my, okay, I need this card for my collection, this is one that I definitely will not complain about because this is very, very pretty. Awesome pack, by the way, getting not only a man sherry, but this card as well. Oh man, absolutely gorgeous. So 2 packs in, 2 sleeved cards. So we'll take it on that. All right, this opening already starting out pretty good, I feel like. And now we'll move on into the next pack. Some of my top cards that I want the alternate art Sabo that I mentioned, but I'll honestly take any alternate art leader that I can get my hands on. But also some of the cards that I'm thinking about is the Monkey D. Luffy, 10-drop Monkey D. Luffy. And look at that. That's a super rare that you definitely want several of. And again, I won't complain about it. The Eustace Captain Kid, super rare, the blocker. Excellent card. Your turn, once per turn. When a Dawn card from your field is returned to your Dawn deck, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. So excellent in combination with the Eustace Captain Kid in the starter deck for like purple Luffy or maybe red purple Luffy if you played in there as well. I think primarily purple Luffy. As soon as you use the 8,000 power swinging Kid to Dawn -1, you can actually use this blocker to put a Dawn card and set it as active to effectively make almost an 11 Dawn turn. So very cool, I will say. So man, hopefully I have enough sleeves for this opening. Some excellent cards to start out. I do want some koalas though, because I am going to be playing, like I mentioned, Revolutionary Army, so I'm trying to get as many of those as possible. So let's see what's in this pack. We got a blocker there, a beautiful little chopper. Holly, one of the new good cards that's going to be played in Enel decks, so definitely want to get your play set of those. They won't be too expensive in combination. We got a Sakazuki here, one of the probably the best leader coming out of this set. Activate mate once per turn. Trash a card, draw a card. Excellent effect. Drawing cards is so good in the One Piece trading card game. And then when attacking, giving a character -1. So we got an Isho right there, Navy, 6 cost, and then a Satori in here. But also we got our other Dawn. So this is very nice. We got our second Dawn in there. Get those out of the way because we know those are guaranteed. Man, just every pack right now is just pumping. You love to see it at this point. But interesting in this, I'm not 100% like positive about like the specifics in terms of like, oh, if you get this card, then that means you get this card. All I really know, I love, by the way, this Brook art. Honekichi, absolutely beautiful illustration in this. I absolutely love it. It might not be the most playable card, but it is definitely one of those that you look at and you're like, man, this is a gorgeous card. Nico Robin, another really good card that people are going to want 4 of if you're looking for a buy list. And Fire Fist, this is definitely one that I want for my Revolutionary Army decks. I think it's a very good card. And another good one as well, Shura, very good in Enel decks. So again, even though maybe it wasn't the biggest hits, we walked away with a couple bangers in that pack. I gotta figure out how to open these where I'm not like getting spoiled on the back. I keep looking at it and I'm like, oh no alternate leader in there, but there's still plenty of time left. We got a Gamma Knife in there in Onami, not the Onami in OP06, unfortunately, but one for the deck. We got Virgo in there, and look at that, the secret rare Kaido. Oh man, this card is so cool. Honestly, I'd prefer the Monkey D. Luffy because I think that Gear 5 art is so good, but I will take it because this card is really good. On play, draw 4 cards if your opponent has 3 or less life cards. It's very interesting that this effect is if the opponent has 3 or less and not if you have 3 or less, because probably at the stage of the game that you play this card, 10 Dawn turn, you've probably got your opponent to that mark, so you can just draw 4 cards. You don't have to discard any cards, you just draw 4 cards, and as a 12k attacker, you cannot complain about that. Definitely an inclusion in blue decks. Still, I've only seen one of our super rares at this point, but I don't know if I don't know, we got plenty of packs to go. We've gone through less than 10 packs at this point, and we go into it after that Habuka, and we've got Bellamy, Hino Bird Zap, I'm gonna start going through these a little bit faster now. We got a Virgo and a Sabo. Okay, not the craziest of good cards in terms of these super rares, but a super rare nonetheless that could maybe see a little bit of play in Revolutionary Army decks. On play, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with total power 4,000 power or less. It's a really cool effect too, because if you minus your opponent's power on a character, minusing them past 0, so putting them at like -2,000, then that means that you can combo that with a 6,000 power character, because 6,000 plus -2,000 is 4,000, which procs that effect. So really cool combinations that you could do with that card potentially. I don't know again how much play it'll actually see. I also, man, I love this Monkey D. Garp art. This like kind of cartoony art actually looks so fun and so cool. We got El Thor, another really good card for the NL decks. And then this one, I have not seen this one. Hate Torture Patchwork. Main, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost during the turn, then up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0 will not become active in the next refresh phase. Very interesting kind of deck that you maybe could put in Rebecca decks. And another super rare right now, this one being Pika. So Pika, another one of those somewhat underwhelming super rares, I think a lot of people are saying. I've seen it in 1 or 2 decks, but if you do not know what this is, end of your turn, rest 1 Dawn, set this character as active, and once per turn this character would be KO'd. You may rest up to one of your characters with the cost of 3 or more other than Pika instead. So could be interesting in kind of a late game scenario, trying to use this effect to keep your Pika alive to swing, because it is a 6,000 swing. It is pretty cool, and then also has that ability to set itself as active. So we'll see as things continued where this box go. We've seen a couple super rares now, 3 of them, and then a secret rare and a little bit of an extra card. On top of that, we got Punk Rotten Hina, blue Hina. On play, draw 1 card. If you have 5 or less cards in your hand, could be good to help you get some cards back. And then also Hound Blaze. This is a very good event card for Sakazuki that people are going to want 4 of in their decks. Up to one of your leader characters gains 3,000 power during the turn, and then place a character with a cost of 2 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Very good in Sakazuki when you're constantly minusing cost as well, so you can get some pesky blockers or some big swing characters out of there. So very cool, very excited to get one of those. And we move on to this next pack. We'll see what's in here. Emporio Energy Hormona, or whatever it's called. I'm not 100% sure. Another El Thor. We got another leader. First leader that we've seen in a while, I feel like. Rosenante, or however you pronounce it. This is a really cool leader, even though it's arguably one of the worst leaders in the set. It's really cool because it's the only leader that we have that has the blocker effect. So when someone swings at you, you can block it. If somebody swings at one of your characters during their turn, you can block it. And if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, set this leader as active at the end of your turn. So I think ideally you're trying to, at the end of your turns, have at most 6 cards in your hand every single time. So then you can constantly use this as blocker. You can swing with him and then bring him up to active to make him a blocker. Ohm, which is another really good NL card, and then Vivi. This might not be the greatest card, but I think this is a really pretty card, and I love this illustration. All right, moving into the next one. Let's just open this up. I may try to open it up a different way that might be a little bit easier with the like pull tab on the side. I feel like that might be good, but still looking for my alternate art leader. I definitely want an alternate art leader. I don't really care which one. I'm trying to get them all. And another leader right there that we can talk about, Monkey D. Luffy, a purple leader. Very cool. One of the better decks, and one of the decks that people are excited about as well. Adding a life card from the top of your life to your hand, and if you have 0, 3 or more Dawn cards on your field, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active. So again, with Purple's theme of like Turbo Dawn, very, very cool. And Bello Betty, love getting a Bello Betty rare because I need Bello Betties for my Revolutionary Army deck. I have 3 of them now because a good friend from locals gave me 2 of them. So I just need 1 more. I need 1 more. But one that I haven't seen yet that I need a rare is Karasu. I need some Karasus. I only have, I think, 1. I'll probably be able to trade for it, which is nice. Sangoru, some people have been excited about that Sangoru, and also the Zoro, whatever its name is. So definitely want to get that. Another leader, all the leaders, just stringing them in a row. We got Enel right here. So I think all we need is a Bello Betty, and we've gotten all the leaders. I'm pretty sure. So Enel right here, that 4-life guy, and then another Enel card. We got Satori there, and also a 200 million volts. So that was definitely the Enel pack, I will say. It didn't have a Holly though. If it had a Holly, then it would have been definitely an Enel pack, but we continue onward. So here we go. We got Nola, Orabi, trying to continuously speed through this, Izuma, Hacha, and this is the card that I was just referring to. People are very, very excited about this card in like purple Luffy decks. The Zoro Juro, when attacking, if you have 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active, especially when you have an effect like in purple Luffy, where you like take away your own life to accelerate Dawn. This could be really, really cool, and also maybe usable in red purple Luffy decks because you start out with 3 life and you don't go any higher than that. So could be a cool card that you see in several different decks. And another Bello Betty. Nice. So I've got my play set of Bello Betty. Mission number 1 accomplished. Now to just get my Karasus and my alternate art Sabo. That's what we're looking for in here. We got that Kid Doflamingo in there. Basil, not 100% sure. Kotori, we've got X-Drake here as one of the rares. I think I've seen this card played a little bit. This blocker, 6k blocker on play, look at the top 5 of your deck and place them at the top or bottom of any order. Could be cool in like Doflamingo, blue Doflamingo decks or something like that, where you can just constantly manipulate your top card to be able to use Doflamingo's effect. I think that's a really, really cool effect. And then we got a Satori there. So I think I'm like already at 3 Satoris. Man, I wish I would just get more red rares instead of yellow. I'm gonna have all my yellow rares that I need. And even though I won't play yellow until OP06, I'll be playing that probably Yamato deck. I guess it's fine to get them out of the way now, but anyways, I need my reds. Please. All right, because this side of justice will be which side wins, and when you're at sea, you fight against pirates. So I don't think I've seen that rare played yet. Either of those event rares really played, but who knows, it might have some niche ability in there. So been a while since we've gotten a hit. Actually, we went through like all of these leader packs. I think you get like 8 leaders per box, so I think we've still got a couple more leaders to pull, but been a while since we've gotten a super rare of sorts. We got real high, and look at that, speak and you shall receive. We got a Bello Betty Revolutionary Army in there, another leader that people are excited about. Rosinante blocker, and then also a Lindbergh blocker. I've seen some people play around with that idea in their Revolutionary Army decks, whether that's Bello Betty or Sabo. I think it's preferred in Bello Betty. So just a couple packs more to go in here. We've got 8 more packs in this opening left, but I've been pretty happy with these pulls so far, to be honest, especially that Monkey Day Luffy there, and got some value off the super rare in that Sabo blocker. You love to see it, but there's still several hits that we could get in here. So let's see what it is. We got that, and then the Morley. Do we have some? No. Sometimes with like the glint at the bottom there, I don't know if you can see it. Sometimes I like see that and I'm like, oh, there's another card back there, but no. There's that tear. One of the other things that I haven't seen enough of, I feel like, yet, is I think I've only gotten 1 Nico Robin. the new one drop Robin. So definitely want to get like at least 2 of them, I feel like, for like Edward Newgate decks. But we've got another leader, duplicate leader, because there's only, I think, 6 leaders in this set and you get 8 per box. You are going to repeat some leaders. So another one of him, a Zoro Juro, very, very cool. And then the when you're at sea, blah, 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 blah. So I think we're set with 1 more leader pack in this opening, and then the rest is fair game. So I think we're still on track to get like 1 or 2 more super rares in here. Oh, this pack like will not open. All right, here we go. Let's zoom through this in here because we've already spent some time going around and we've seen pretty much all of these cards up to this point. We got Shirahoshi, a new rare. Now, I don't think this is as valuable definitely as the other Shirahoshi, the yellow one, and I don't think this is going to be played in too many decks. I do think this is a really, really cool card. It's a 1-drop 2K counter. You're putting cards back at the bottom of your deck, and if your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, they trash 1 card. Could be really, really useful, especially when you see value out of cards like X-Drake and stuff, and this is just a merfolk type, so it doesn't have any like type restrictions in terms of your leader or anything like that. So really, really cool card in my opinion. And we got another super rare just in time. I was talking about it. This is one of the more super rares that people are excited about and looking for. Rob Lucci. Very, very good in Sakazuki decks. On play, you may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order, and you KO characters with the cost of 2 or less, and one of your characters with the cost of 1 or less. I think pretty much limited to Sakazuki unless your maybe like Sabo deck is very centralized around trying to lower cost instead of lowering power, which I haven't played around too much with that idea, but I think both are probably decent strategies. But again, that's probably one of the ones that people are really, really looking for. I'm also looking for the Rebekahs. The Rebekahs are definitely pulls that you want to get in terms of that, because that can be played in a bunch of different black decks, and it may be that we got something back there. I think there's another super rare on the docket, so we'll see what it is. A Mansherry, another $10 Mansherry. I do have 2 now, which I think is what is played in Sakazuki, so I guess I can't complain with Mansherry. You could actually play Mansherry in Rebekah decks since it's Dressrosa. Activate main. I don't think I've actually read this card last time I pulled it. So activate main, rest 1, Dawn. You may rest this character, place 2 cards in your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Add up to 1 black character with a cost of 3 to 5 from the trash to your hand. So this actually might be played in like Rebekah decks, to be honest. It's essentially a 2 cost character, but could be pretty interesting in those decks. I think I don't know exactly what a Rebekah deck looks like in OP05, and we got in Enel right there as our SR. This one is valuable because Enels are playing this card. People are going to be looking for this one. Sky Island, 7 cost, 7,000 power rush character, and once per turn, if this character would leave the field, you can trash 1 card from the top of your life instead, except if there's a Monkey Day Luffy on the field, the effect is negated. So little bit nerfed in the sense that Monkey Day Luffy is going to be popular in terms of a deck that sees play because of red purple Luffy, because of regular purple Luffy. So it'll be interesting to see. You gotta kind of play around with exactly when you play it. All right, a couple more packs to go. Definitely have 1 more leader pack, and I think we might be good on super rares. I don't know, but there may be 1 more hit in these packs, so we'll just have to open up and see with the couple that we got left. We got a Sabo there. I'll take extra Sabos left and right. Love that guy. We got another blue Hina, and look at that, we got a Karasu. Nice. Glad I at least got like 1 Karasu, because again, I need Karasus, and that was the first one with 3 packs left. So we'll see where this goes, and another pack here to open. But that's all the leader packs that we've got. So that's another check mark out of here. So we'll see. Is there a chance for a signed Luffy? Who knows? Ho 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 ho! Man, if I pulled the Luffy, I don't even know what I do. But we got Isho in this one, and then Wow, wow. I mean, if I was gonna get a double super rare, I don't know if I wanted it to be Sabo. But you know what? The super rares, it's always a good idea, in my opinion, to get 4 ofs every single super rare, because you see stuff like Edward Newgate, for example. I mean, that card was restricted, so it's a little bit different, but you were able to get those for like $1.50 each before the big boom of the of it being unrestricted and stuff. So it's always a good card to get. I feel like this is also the first Emporio Ivankov that we've gotten in this box, which is really interesting. We got another so another one for Enel decks. I can't complain about that. And then ooh, another super rare. So some super rares to end this box. Very cool. We got Trafalgar Law of the Hard Pirates. 3 cost, 5,000 power. When attacking, your opponent has more Dawn cards on their field than you. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a Hard Pirate, add it to your hand, place the rest at the bottom. With a deck that constantly manipulates Dawn, you might be able, after using some effects, to go ahead and swing with this card to do some searching. So can't complain about that one. And the last pack right here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll be able to get another opening here on the channel of OP05, maybe like another booster box and a double pack as well. And hopefully you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you pulled in your OP05 boxes, and make sure to subscribe if another Nico Robin, nice. Subscribe if you want to see more. Nice, another Fire Fist. I got all 4 of my Fire Fists now. Don't need any more. And look at that, another Sabo. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I got so many Sabos in here, this one being the alternate super rare of Sabos. So you can say what you want about this box, because this box had 3 different Sabos. Might be a little bit of a rip because he's not really like that great, but at least now I got the bling, I've got the alternate, and it's a cool alternate. It might not be the flashiest thing, but you know, we got some cool pulls in here. Unfortunately though, no alternate leader, but maybe my next box will. Statistically speaking, I think it would happen. Just to do a real quick recap of what we got, our super rares, we got Pika, and not 1 but 2 Sabos in there, a nice Trafalgar Law in Enel, Rob Lucci, Eustace, Captain Kidd, the 3rd Sabo of the box, the Revolutionary Army alternate guy, and then our secret rare in this box was Kaido, and then we got a beautiful Oda illustration Monkey Day Luffy. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and check out the other videos that we've got on this channel. There's not too many, but if you want to see some OP06 commentary of the Miyagi Championships, I do have some of there, and there's some really cool matches in there. Bye.